others, which is the worldly dharma that we also hear about, for example, varnashram. So the varna that we have, the ashram that we're in, we have certain responsibilities, duties, some dharma associated with that. And then dharma, or purpose, in relation to ourselves, which Maharaj is calling the swadharma. At least for the material world, the swadharma, is slightly different from our service in the spiritual world, which I'm not going to talk about here. That's the other seminar. Gauravani dressed in the Mataji sari. How do I find my purpose here in this world? One of the things that Satchidananda Swami recommends strongly is prayer. He says that even in his own life, the power of prayer, the super soul guides us and inspires us from within. Seek advice from friends and well-wishers, elders that we know that can help us, and we can ask them what they think our strengths and our skills and talents are that we can contribute to the world. Follow the known path to reveal the unknown. So we know Sanatana Dharma, at least the scriptures tell us. We know Varnashram Dharma, or we're trying to figure it out. What's our Varna, what's the ashram part, hopefully we're figuring out. And by following those two, the known, our consciousness is gradually elevated to goodness and pure goodness, and then that fog, the covering of the false ego is lifted. I am the enjoyer, I am the controller. And then we begin to see more clearly what our path is and what our particular dharma is in this world. And I guess the idea is that each one of us has something that we can contribute, otherwise why are we here? Right? We can contribute something. For those of us who are older, we can reflect on the painting of our life, and we can extract certain themes and talents retrospectively. And those of us who are just starting out, perhaps try various things. How are we going to know what we're good at if we don't try out different things? And that takes a little bit of courage to discover our passions and talents, and we don't have time for that in this workshop. And then there's this theory that if you can find the intersection between filling a need in the world, something that the world needs, right? Something that you're good at and something that you love to do, and how to find that intersection. That's where you can plug in and really contribute and help. And for that, there's a tool that can help us with that, coming from the Japanese culture.
Hi, everybody. How enthusiastic are we today? Yeah. No indifference in this crowd, that's for sure. That's what I like to see. Today, I want to tell you about an amazing word. And it's that word right there. That word, the first thing you have to learn is how to pronounce it. It's pronounced ikigai. You lift your cheeks like you're smiling. It's ikigai. Say it with me. Ikigai. You got it. That's right. It's not pronounced ikigai. If I was wearing a lime green fur Speedo, that would be an ikigai. This is ikigai. And the most wonderful thing about this word is that, first off, it's a good looking word. But secondly, this word is really like a treasure map. And this treasure map can help you find your way to finding wonderful things about yourself that you can share with the world, and the world will say thank you for it. So let me tell you all about it. But first I have to warn you, it takes work. Now, I had a job once upon a time, about this time last year. Had a radio host job at CBC Radio 2. It was wonderful. I enjoyed it thoroughly. It was so good. However, I quit my job. I quit my job so I could focus on my work instead. So let's just clarify that. A job in this context is something that you do